Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hardcore Fab channel. Today's video, we are getting started on our 2024 rat rod build off. And this is it right here. This is what we're gonna be doing. We've got great plans for this thing. You're gonna wanna stick around and watch the whole build on this. We're gonna do a chassis swap. This thing is going to get a custom sleeper that has all the same body lines as the cab. And then I'm hoping that we'll be able to still pull off and keep under budget, because this is a budget build, and be able to pull off a trailer that's going to be able to haul Old Crow, Old Crow or Hookers and Blow or something like that on it, on the trip to Ratstock.
Ratstock in Langley, Illinois, part of Rat Rod Magazine. And yeah, we've got a limit of $5,000, so got to make it happen.
We're not touching this today though. Today we're going to get started on our donor chassis, and that is going to be the camper over here that we're getting ready to hook up right now. Actually, Connor's over there hooking up to it right now. We're going to get this thing into town. We're going to get her stripped down and get started with that.
I'm excited because it's leaving the farm. Yay! I got a question.
What's that?
Step one was to make sure that the motor would turn over, which it did.
Yeah.
Why can't we just drive it out of here?
Because we were running it off of a pump bottle of gas, remember?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what's going on with the fuel line, and I don't know what's going on with any of the rest of the electrical system in it. And we don't know that it even has a good tranny at this point.
Well, that's true.
And I unhooked the drive shaft to be able to tow it back from Wichita, so it's laying there unhooked. So we'd have excuses. You got enough? Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm thinking we just go ahead and just pull a couple more miles than we've already have before and get it back down.
Over the little box on the dash here, there's a button for death ray, front machine gun, and grenade launcher on there.
Okay, you can't use the death ray or the machine guns on me while I'm pulling you.
Don't sound like fun though. What's fun in that?
We're gonna have to keep those. Those sound like something for something in the future.
Oh, hey Velcros.
Oh, good. Oh, here. Uh-oh, I better be quick. He's moving. Nice. See? The Revenger. Heave ho! Might need your red truck. Something with four-wheel drive.
It's sunk down in the ground so far.
Yep. Take a minute to get back to town.
All right, we got a big turd back to town, so it's time to start stripping this thing out. I'm gonna walk around this real quick and kind of show you some of the stuff that we're gonna try to keep and what we're gonna be able to use in our build. So one of the big things right off the bat, we've got this big generator in here. We've got a pretty good size Onan generator. I'm hoping that that might be something we can use later on in a bus build that we're going to do. So we definitely want to keep that. So the other thing I want to keep is this big awning over here. It doesn't have a good tarp on it, but the framework is still good, and it would be nice to actually use that on the side of like an enclosed trailer or something. So I can see that coming in handy in the future. We are going to be able to use this whole chassis out from underneath this thing. It's probably going to get lobbed off here at the back, but from here forward, we're going to be able to use it. We've got 19.5 rubber on there. We do have a big block Chevy in it that we did get running for just a split second, but we do know it runs. There's a transmission that's a 400 turbo behind it, so we're going to do automatic, and we should have our drive line and everything in there. So we've basically got our rolling chassis, motor and training and stuff already in. I am, however, going to be doing some modifications to it because I do want to try to put this truck on air ride. So we're going to be train coming. We're going to be putting some bags in the front, probably building some stuff in the back there, link bars and a step up and a bunch of craziness back there in the back. As for inside of the thing, what all did you find inside there we're going to be able to use?
That we're going to be able to use?
Yeah, keep or use for something else.
Maybe the stands on the chairs because they also swivel.
So they've got, the captain's chairs have swivel bases underneath them.
Yes.
So that's cool.
Yeah. But the stove is broken, the microwave is broken, the sink is just gross. I really couldn't. So much alcohol-related stuff. Connor's named it the Booze Cruiser because of all the
Booze Cruiser.
Yup.
All the
That's what I'm calling it.
Budweiser Beer School certified beer master of 1977.
Hey.
Anyway, yeah, it's
so there's really not much inside here we're gonna be able to use.
Unfortunately, I don't see much. Kind of gross.
There is, however, on the roof, and they probably do not work, but there is a couple of AC units up there. And we got a train coming again, apparently. It's ridiculous. So anyways, we'll try to go ahead and grab those off of there, even if for nothing else for salvage. There's some aluminum trim and things like that on there. Connor just found some air horns up there. So yeah, speaking of the air horns, it also has some air ride stuff already on there. So that means that it must have an air compressor on there somewhere as well.
You would think.
So we need to find that. See if it's on the motor or if it's an electric unit somewhere on there somehow. There should also be an air tank at that point too. So we'll have that to be able to use as well. Yeah. And for salvage, there's a bunch of wire in this thing, so there's a bunch of that. We do have a really nice big radiator that's already set up in here, so we might be able to use that in our build. We might not. I don't know. We'll just have to see where we end up with that. And for brakes, what do we got for brakes? Is there a... I don't see a master cylinder anywhere underneath here. Is there a master cylinder or something inside there? That's just the push rod, isn't it? Push the brake pedal. It just goes through that.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what that is. We'll have to look that up. But yeah, Julie did just point out that it does have a brake controller in it. So we do have one of those now. And I want to look underneath here and see if we can see where the brake cylinder is, the master cylinder. Huh. Can't get to it. Okay, so I've crawled underneath here. This is the steering box, and there is a hydro boost set up underneath here. I can't get you in a good spot where you can really see it, but I don't even know how you get to it to fill it, to be honest with you. It's kind of crazy. But we do have that we can maybe reuse and put somewhere else. And there's our propane tank. Is there any propane in it? That's not actually a gauge, is it?
No.
Huh. So I got an idea. We crack it open, we turn on the stoves, we let it sit for a minute, and then we fire something into it to make it explode.
That was good to me. It's not my
There's a
building.
lot left to clean up.
Then the whole chassis will be cleaned off.
Yep, pretty easy. Might have to do a little straightening on the chassis itself still though.
Maybe.
But
We won't put that much propane in there.
nah.
You don't want any of that? You don't want the cover?
No. I have no way of testing them. I seriously doubt that they work based on anything that we've seen with anything else. And I know that if we leave them out here for very long, some crackhead will steal the AC coils out of there. So we might as well at least steal them ourselves.
I
That's what
see.
I'm thinking. Okay, so next day, and Connor has been working. He's already got the awning off back over here, and he gutted out the framework that was up there underneath, or right above, where the driver and passenger sit. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. You can kind of see it right there, that piece of white stuff. That was a bed that was up above the two front seats there. On top of the bed, though, we were saving the mechanism for the bed, thinking maybe it might be cool to have for a bus build later, but that's here nor there. This is what he found on top of the bed, though, so that's kind of neat. I'm not really a Budweiser fan, but I do like metal signs, and those are both metal signs, and that one is really pretty good size, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. I'm going to take them over to the other shop for now, and we'll see. I'll probably hang them on the wall maybe, but if we get into a pinch with the budget, I guess they could be for sale. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Well, what a difference a day makes in Kansas. Yesterday was beautiful, and now today, when I was ready to go ahead and try to rip the top off this thing, you kind of see what we got. Not exactly our ideal situation to be out here working. Maybe some of you up north might think it's not too bad, but I think it's pretty horrible. So no more tearing on the camper, I guess, in this video. That sucks, because I thought some camper destruction would be a best way to finish off the video. And since I don't have that, then I guess the next best thing I can think of is slam dually donuts in the parking lot. So let's do that. It's probably gonna fall off. Okay, I'm not sure if there's even enough room here to spin a 4-door dually around long bed, but we're gonna try. I know the truck will do it. I haven't actually done it, but I know it'll do it, but I don't know if we'll do it right here. Felt super lame anyways. It probably looks lame in the video too, but I don't have anything else for you because of the weather. So anyhow, before I go, I do want to tell you guys that we are setting our videos now to be permanently on Wednesdays, and we're going to be coming on at 7 o'clock, which will be just right after Hannah and Corey Wheat, which I know a lot of you guys also follow our friends Hannah and Corey Wheat. So right after their videos, our videos will be coming on. So we're going to try to stick to the Wednesday schedule at 7 from here on out. So look forward to that, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday.